All right, finally, maybe a piece of good news for the West. You know, I think this is going to be true. But I think there's really been a backlash over the last few years to maybe the most important issue facing us, because it's the issue that if we lose the capacity for real change in the future. And that is the issue of free speech. I think there's now a real coalition, left and right, against restrictions on free speech. And while it's in some quarters, and whether it's in the White House and in certain quarters in academia, there's a massive, continuous, unending attack on free speech, I think we've kind of turned a corner where more and more people are standing up, more and more people have been standing up and will continue to stand up. And advocate for more free speech. And again, I think there is this coalition. It was called until recently the dark web or whatever. Not the dark web. What do they call themselves? You know, the people around Jordan Peterson and those guys. The intellectual dark web. The intellectual dark web. Right. In Europe, you're getting more, it's true, you're getting more hate speech rulings, but there is, again, even resistance to that among more and more intellectuals. And you're going to see that increase. I think more and more people are going to start standing up and fighting the kind of response that people are providing to what they view as insensitive comments. I think, for example, the J.K. Rowling's example, she was canceled on Twitter because of what she said about transgender. And put aside, again, what you agree with her, don't agree with her, what your views on transgender. What she said was pretty benign, and particularly on a complex issue like that. But the response was absurd. And yet, so many people, particularly celebrities, have folded when Twitter has responded like that to them. They've apologized. They've gone on apology tours to apologize for saying X, Y, or Z. J.K. Rowling is not. She stuck to her guns. And I think more and more people are going to stick to their guns. I think more and more people are going to say no. We're not going to be intimidated. We're not going to allow ourselves to be silenced, because that's the other way in which speech is silent. It's not a free speech issue, but it's an issue of speech, where people stop speaking because they're intimidated, not intimidated with force, which should be the role of government to prevent, but intimidated from, the bad press, intimidated from the Twitter crowd, intimidated by social media. And I think more and more people are going to stand up to that. More and more people are going to say, no, we are not going to back down. There's more, there's a new coalition in the UK that just started to fight for free speech that I intend to be involved with, and I'll let you know more about it when it comes together. And I think there's going to be more of that. There are going to be more people coming to the forefront in terms of free speech.
What we need today, what I call the new intellectual, would be any man or woman who is willing to think. Meaning, any man or woman who knows that man's life must be guided by reason, by the intellect, not by feelings, wishes, whims, or mystic revelations. Any man or woman who values his life and who does not want to give in to today's cult of despair, cynicism, and impotence, and does not intend to give up the world to the dark ages and to the rule of the collectivist brute.
Using the super chat, and I noticed yesterday when I appealed for support for the show, many of you stepped forward and actually supported the show for the first time. So I'll do it again. Maybe we'll get some more today. If you like what you're hearing, if you appreciate what I'm doing, then I appreciate your support. Those of you who don't yet support the show, please take this opportunity. Go to yaronbrookshow.com,
YouTube.com/support, or go to subscribestar.com, Yaron Brook Show, and make a kind of a monthly contribution to keep this going. I'm not sure when the next